Good morning, cadets. Hope you are doing well. In the last class, we studied, we read about a storyboard. How important to value the work. Let us continue. Valuing housework. Harmeet's family did not think that the work of Jaspreet did within the house was a real work. This feeling is not unique to their family. That means this feeling is not only in Hermes or Jasprit family, it is across the world. Main responsibility of work and caregiving task looks like looking after family, especially children and elderly sick members, lies in women. So naturally we say it is your work, means women's work. What is the women's work? Responsibility of her housework, caregiving, looking after family, children, elderly people, sick members of the family. So we feel these are all responsibilities of women. Yet, as we have seen, the work that women do within the home is not recognized as a work. Now, very important, we recognize something as a work only which brings income. That is a wrong notion, because that is what our stereotypic feeling, that is what our wrong notion. It is also assumed that this is something that comes naturally to women. So it's a real great tragedy. We feel that women means she should know how to cooking, women means she should know how to take care of people, women she should know how to take care of children. Naturally comes to a woman. That is once again a wrong notion. So it is therefore does not have to be paid for, and the society devalues this work. So please intercept yourself, introspect yourself, and if you are not valuing your mother's work, then definitely you are also in the same group of stereotyped community. Lives of domestic worker. You definitely one or other experience you have, you may come across, because of it's common that domestic workers. Okay, let us study the life of domestic worker. In the story above, Hamid's mother was not only who did the housework, a lot of was done by Mangala. So in that house, one lady domestic servant was there. Her name was Mangala. Their domestic helper. Many homes, particularly in the towns and cities, employ domestic servants. Domestic servants means mostly women. Domestic servants means someone come from outside, generally belongs to a poor family, and does all the domestic work like washing clothes, cleaning utensils, cooking food, and all those things. They do lot of work sweeping, cleaning, washing clothes, washing dishes, cooking, looking after young children and elderly. So these domestic servants, they do lot of work. Most domestic workers are women. Please underline this. Most domestic workers are women. Sometimes even young boys and girls are employed to do this work. Wages, very important. Domestic workers are paid very low wages, hardly 50 rupees per day, 20 rupees per day. It is very surprising. Even I am come across several instances where they are paid less than 100 rupees per day in some parts of India. It's really oppression, because exploitation. As a domestic work does not much value. A domestic worker day can begin as early as 5 in the morning and late night, maybe 12 at night. So a domestic worker's condition, imagine she also having her own family, because she has to get up early, prepare her family food for her family, then attend the work. Despite the hard work they do, their employers often do not show much respect. Very, very important. Please, if you do not respect a domestic worker or an employer, then you are not a right person according to the societal norms. This is what Milani, a domestic worker, had to say about her experience of working in Delhi. My first job with a rich family that lived in three-storied house. The Mem Saab was very strange as she would shout to get any work done. Now you see, check your behavior. If you have a domestic servant in your home, please check your behavior, because if you're shouting at your domestic worker, then imagine they also human being, how much they may feel. My work was in the kitchen. There were two other girls who did cleaning. Our day would begin at 5 o'clock for breakfast. We would get a cup of tea and two dry rotis. We would never get third roti. So the owner lady, she is so cruel. Even she don't give food. Now you see, hardly we get two rotis and hardly a cup of tea and not get third roti. Even in the evening when I cooked food, the two other girls would beg me to give an extra roti. Now you see, this is the condition. I would secretly give it to them and make an extra one for myself. We were all so hungry after working through the day. We would not wear chappals in the house. In the winter, our feet would swell in the cold. I used to feel scared of Mem Saab, but also felt angry and humiliated. Now you see, after all, human being, everybody got their own emotions. When we put ourselves into their shoes, then we'll understand how much it's paining that you in a winter and you cover yourself in the entire clothes and socks and gloves and etc., and you're asking your domestic servant, don't do all these things. So you consider her or him as a superhuman. That is not wrong. Did we not deserve to be treated with some respect? It's really a question for humanity. If you are doing above all the above, then definitely you have to understand this, as you put yourself into other shoes and understand. In fact, that we commonly term as housework actually involves many different tasks. A number of these tasks require heavy physical work. In both rural and urban areas, women and girls have fetch water. In rural areas, women and girls carry heavy headloads of firewood, fetching water, breaking water from a far distance. It's a very, 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 very common condition in village areas or in the rural areas. Washing clothes, cleaning, sweeping, okay, required. And now the hard works, the physical required, like bending, lifting, carrying, all those things are different. The work of women do strenuous and physically demanding, word that we normally associate with men. Most of the time we feel that men are doing the work of physical fitness. Now question here, when someone is lifting a heavy pot of water, then don't you think or don't you feel it requires some kind of energy? Or when a woman brings firewood, don't you think it requires an energy? So we simply associate many things that this is physical work and this is not a physical work. Another aspect of housework and caregiving that we do not recognize is that it is very time consuming. In fact, if we add up the housework and work women do outside work, we find that women spend much more time working than men and have less time for leisure. Below some data of special study done in Central Statistics Organization, India. Let us see. Haryana and Tamil Nadu state of women paid works per hour is 23. Tamil Nadu is 19. Women unpaid houseworks 30, 35. Total men paid works hours per week 38. Men unpaid housework for 2 hours. Now you see what does this mean? Women paid works hours per week at 23. Unpaid it is 30 hours per week. So here paid is 38 hours. Unpaid means he is coming and cleaning house and doing all those things are considered unpaid jobs. In unpaid jobs per week hardly he does for 2 hours. Very less. Don't think cadets is an hypothetical. It is the real in the Indian condition. Let us move further. Women's work and equality. As we have seen, low value attached to women's household and caregiving work is not an individual or a family matter. It's a part of larger system of inequality between men and women. It therefore has to be dealt with thorough actions, not just at individual level of family, but also in a government level. As we know, equality is an important principle of our constitution. Our constitution says that all are equal before law, men or women or whatever it may be, all are equal before law. The constitution says that being a male or female should not be a reason for discrimination. Very important. Our constitution says that you cannot discriminate on gender bias or based on a physical male or female. In reality, inequality between sexes exists, means male and female, it still exists in our society. The government is therefore committed to understanding the reason for this and taking positive steps to or remedy to the situation. For example, it recognized that burden of child care and housework falls on women and girls. This naturally has an impact on whether girls can attend school. It determines whether women can work outside the house and what kind of jobs and careers they can have. The government has set up Anganwadi or child care centers for several villages in country. But the first step taken by the government is Anganwadi or child care centers in several villages in our country. The government has passed laws that makes mandatory for the organization that have more than 30 employees provided. So it's said order of the government that every organization should have women employees. The provision of crèches helps women to take up employment not only in home but also in outside. It makes it possible more girls to attend school. Okay, hope you understood the entire module. Now let us take up question and answers. After the statement given along with the true or false, support your answer. Housework is invisible and unpaid work. Housework is physically demanding. Housework is time consuming. Write your own words what is meant by term invisible, physically demanding and time consuming. Give one example to each based on household tasks undertaken by women? I am not giving you any answer because it's a very very simple day to day experience. So please write the answer. Okay. Make list of toys, because this is also one easy one. Make list of toys and games that boys typically play and girls. If there is a difference between two lists, can you think of some reason why this so? Does this have any relations with the role of boys? Just a very simple exercise. You have to do this. If you have someone working as a domestic help in your home or house locally, talk to her and find out a little bit more about her life. This is a very 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 important activity I expect you to do if you have a domestic servant in your home. Talk to her or talk to him, very important. Who are her family members? Where is her home? How many hours does she work? How much does she get paid? That is more story based on it. Children, it's very very important, because we are all sympathetic but we are not empathetic. We should be empathetic, because we should always understand others' problem as if it's our problem, because that definitely make you a better human being. Because CBSE, what is the reason why CBSE keeps all these kind of lesson? Because it's very important, because we should grow in a healthy environment by respecting emotions and feeling of each and every person in our life. So words related to the chapter. Identity. Identity is a sense of self-awareness of who one is. Typically, a person can have several identities. For example, a person can be a girl, sister, and a musician. I'll give an example. I have several identities. Like for example, I am a family member. I am brother to my sister. I am son to my mother. I am a family member in my family. In a school, I am a teacher. For Adil Chai house, I am a house master. So I have a lot of identities. That is what the meaning of this word. Double burden. Literally meaning of a double load. This term is commonly used to describe the women's work situation, as it has emerged from a recognition that women typically labor both inside and outside. Now take for example, if your mother is teacher, banker or lawyer, she has to do double work, means she has to do her office work as well as she has to do her home domestic work. That is what we speak, double work. Caregiving. Caregiving refers to the range of tasks related to looking after and nurturing. Besides physical tasks, they also involve a strong emotional aspect. Devalued. When someone is not given due recognition for task or a job they have done, they feel devalued. For example, if a boy has to put in a lot of effort into making a special birthday gift for his friend, and this friend does not say anything about this, then the boy feel devalued. Take for example your own, if you done lot of efforts to give a surprise gift to your friend, and if you once you reach your friend's home, if he's not caring you, talking to you, responding to you, you feel my entire effort is devalued. When you feel it's devalued, then it hurts the sentiment. When it hurts the sentiment of yours, then definitely you start getting negative feeling towards that personality. When you started getting negative feeling towards that personality, then we start hating that person. So hatredness leads to several other problems. So please understand, children, you are in a very very young teenage, so it's very important, I repeat the word, we should be more empathetic to the situation, and we should understand that someone's pain is just like my pain, so that naturally your understanding also towards society will definitely change. With this, I completed the chapter number 4, that is growing up as boys and girls. Okay, so let us go through all the slides once again. A small chapter with these two stories, and of course most of the answers and all you have to write. It's not an answer type, it is just you're writing your own experiences. Storyboard we have come across. This activity you can do, because when you do this activity, I'll definitely ensure you that in the next day onwards you will definitely look at the domestic work in a different way. Okay, I completed this chapter. In the next video lesson will proceed with one more chapter. Take care. Wish you a wonderful day. Thank you very much.